Hanging tree stands can be a major pain in the butt. Drilling in steps or trying to secure your ladder with one hand is pretty exhausting, and not to mention one of the most dangerous parts of hunting out of tree stands. Tree stand safety should be everyone's priority. So how do you quickly and safely hang your stand? Some people think that you can have only one of those things. You can either hang it quickly or you can hang it safely. But they don't have to be mutually exclusive. So in this video, we're going to go over 5 ways you can quickly and safely hang your tree stand. And the first thing you can do to help you quickly and safely hang your tree stand is to use a lineman's belt. Most of your higher quality safety harnesses come with lineman's belts, but they're not always that easy to use. I have found that some of the aftermarket ones, the ones that you buy separately, take a lot of the headache out of using them. Lineman belts allow you to climb the tree and keep both your hands free. This helps you tighten those straps or hang your tree stand. I know a lot of times it feels like you need 3 or 4 hands just to do it. The reason that I prefer the aftermarket lineman belts best is because I like the rope style with the Prusik knots. That allows me to adjust the length of my belt without having to disconnect. They aren't very expensive, and they are actually pretty easy to make. And the second tip is to swap out your stock straps that come with your climbing sticks for ratchet straps. These stock straps are safe enough, but I don't like how you can't really tighten them down to the tree. So I swapped them out for ratchet straps. This allows me to really cinch my ladder down tight to the tree. Nothing gets your heart pumping faster than getting halfway up your ladder and it shifts down a couple of inches. Using ratchet straps eliminates this, making your ladder rock solid. And the third tip is to hang your stand before you secure it. I'm sure a lot of hunters would agree that actually hanging your tree stand is the most frustrating part. Even if you're using your lineman's belt, it feels like you need another hand just to hold the stand and tighten down the strap at the same time. What I do is I tie a loop in the rope I use to pull my tree stand up and hang it from a hook I've secured to the tree a couple feet where I want my tree stand to be. This allows me to hang the stand from that hook. That takes away the burden of me having to hold my tree stand while I'm trying to secure it at the same time. Trust me, do this once and your shoulders will thank you. And the fourth tip is for those who use the screw-in steps, and that is to check your spacing. Now's the time when you're hanging your tree stand, so you're probably wearing jeans, maybe even shorts, and your mobility is a lot higher than whenever it is cold outside and you've got all your gear on. Don't make the mistake of screwing in your steps too far apart. If you're having to really stretch and really step up when you've got jeans or shorts on, you're probably not going to make it whenever you've got your bibs on and your mobility is cut in half. Before you put in any steps, put on all your gear and get a rough estimate of how high you can actually step. That way you get a pretty good idea of where you're actually going to need those steps. There's nothing worse than trying to climb the tree and you can't find any of the steps because you can't step up high enough. Or you just rake your shin from foot to knee all the way up the tree. And the fifth tip is to never hang your tree stand higher than you're comfortable going. My stepdad will go 30 feet up a tree and not worry about it one bit. Me, on the other hand, no, not going that high. Make fun of me all you want to, but I know my comfort level. Even being attached to my lifeline, that high up, I would just be a nervous wreck. Don't let peer pressure or the thought that you have to go as high as you can possibly get for those deer not to see you make you go beyond the level that you feel safe. Now, on the other hand, you shouldn't be just 10 feet off the ground, but even if you start at 12, 15 feet, hunt there until you get comfortable and then go up from there. You don't have to go from 0 feet to 30 feet. Just always wear your safety harness, even if you are only 10 feet off the ground. So that was 5 tips to help you more quickly and safely hang your tree stands. If you've got any more tips, leave those down in the comments below. Hit that like button if you like this video, share it if you found it helpful, and make sure that you're subscribed so you can stay informed.